Hey sports fans, welcome to the Cavalier Sports Report. I am your host, Shawn Simpson, and joining me in the studio today is one of our academic athletes of the year, Tyler LaPlante from our baseball team. Tyler, welcome to the show.
Thanks, nice to be here.
So Tyler, you are on our baseball team, and we know the baseball team is doing really well, but tell me a little bit about what it's been like, your career here. I mean, you're an academic athlete, that's why you're here, so clearly you're a smart guy and a good baseball player. So tell me what your experience has been like being here at Johnson County.
Well, so far it's been a great experience at Johnson County. You know, the academics are pretty solid, and I can't complain with, you know, the atmosphere of the campus and everyone around it. I actually, unfortunately, my first year here had an injury on my arm, and so from a athletic standpoint, that kind of set me back. So I'm actually, for athletic purposes, still a freshman. And so this year it's been kind of a whole different experience where I'm actually like playing and going to school, whereas last year it was more just showing up to practices and then doing that.
Now the injury that you have is a pretty normal injury for a pitcher to have.
Unfortunately, it's becoming more normal as far as it's Tommy John surgery. You know, a lot of pitchers, whether professional or like collegiate or even in high school, they, you know, just kind of one of those things where if you try and do too much and your body's not ready for it, your elbow just kind of gives out and you have to have surgery. So
yeah, and that takes you out for a full year.
Yeah, usually the recovery time is about a year to a year and a half, and then at that point it's just trying to figure like your stuff back out, getting used to the new feel in your arm as far as it's not quite the same that it was before.
Yeah, I've never actually heard about that. Is it a lot different whenever you come back to play after having the surgery? Do you have to sort of learn to pitch all over again?
Yeah, the first like 9 months after you have the surgery, it's just a lot of like stuff that you do when you were like 4 or 5, as far as you're just playing catch from 30 feet, 40 feet, just kind of getting the motion back, and then gradually you kind of work your way back to where you were before, get the arm strength back, get the motion back, and just kind of you have to figure it all out again, just because it's muscle memory, and if you don't do something for a long enough time, you know, you have to build it all back up.
Now, when you came here from Pembroke Hill,
Yes.
and you probably could have gone to any number of places to go to college, what made you decide to come to Johnson County?
Well, unfortunately, even before like I came to Johnson County, I kind of had elbow issues, and so for like summer ball for baseball is when you do a lot of recruiting for, you know, different schools and where you want to go. I never really had a full like year of being able to say, you know, this is how I can throw and this is what I can do. And so my high school coach actually used to play here at Johnson County, and so he actually recommended that I give it a look, and ended up that it worked out really well, as far as I didn't really like any of the other offers that I had, so I decided to come here and give this a shot, and I like it.
So Coach Shelley's putting you to work out there. Gave you your first year to recover from the injuries. Now do you feel like your elbow is back in good shape?
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, elbow's probably the best it's felt, and I don't even know how long, just because in high school my arm was constantly a mess, as far as, you know, sometimes it was sore, sometimes it wasn't, sometimes I couldn't throw because I had to, you know, do rehab kind of thing, and so it was just one giant circle of never being like 100% healthy, and I feel like I'm past that now.
Now, being an academic athlete, clearly you have done very well with your grades and everything. What is it that you're going to be studying?
I'm looking to go into physical therapy. I think a big reason that I'm looking to go into physical therapy is just because I've been around it so much with my arm, and, you know, I've really enjoyed, you know, getting to know the people that I work with, and just being around them. It just shows how much of an impact they can have on, you know, where you go after an injury or just anything along those lines, and so it's something I really want to do.
So you can really relate with people when,
yes.
they're dealing with recovering from injuries. That's great. So you're going to be back here for one more year.
Yeah, I'm going to be back for one more shot. Hopefully, if things don't work out this year for our baseball team, hopefully next year will be the year. So,
Well, it'll work out this year.
yeah.
One way or another, you're going to finish the season.
Yeah, that's true.
So what are you looking at after here? I know you're coming back for one more year. You may not be thinking about it yet, but when you do think about it.
That's a tough question just because, with any sport, a lot of it just depends on, what schools call you, what schools are willing to offer. And so I can't really say that I have like a set thing that I want to do after Johnson County just because the possibilities are endless as far as, I could get a call from anyone offering anything, and that plays a big effect on what I do after this. Obviously, I'm going to have to take into account what their academics are like and, if they even have a physical therapy program that I could look at, and obviously that'll be a deal breaker, but it's just there are a lot of schools that offer that, and so we'll just have to play it by ear.
All right, so Tyler, you guys are getting ready to finish up the season here, hopefully not this weekend, hopefully finishing several weeks from now, and we're really excited to see what the Cavaliers are able to do. Can be excited to see what you're doing. Glad that your elbow is feeling great, and we wish you the best of luck with the rest of the year and next year.
Thank you very much. Hopefully it's another month before I can say we're done with baseball. So it's a pleasure being here, and thank you very much.
All right, go Cavaliers.
Go Cavs.
All right, that's going to do it for today. So on behalf of the whole JCAV team, I'd like to thank our guest, Tyler LaPlante. I'm Shawn Simpson, and this has been your Cavalier Sports Report.